can you please comment on the earliest origins of yoga, like when it started and some of the earliest recordings of yoga?
See, the origins of yoga are in the Veda itself, because in the Veda, when they talk about yagna, which is the Veda is full of yagna. People think yagna is only external yagna of fire ceremony. You doing something around the fire. But the same yagna is also an inner yagna. It's the whole meditation system. The Gyan Yoga is a part. It comes out of the Veda, and the Hatha Yoga is a part of the same yagna, because in what you are doing is you are taking the principle of yagna, the idea of rhythm of the cosmic patterns, the cosmic nature. You're taking those and discovering them inside the body and aligning yourself. Yagna means alignment. Okay, so it is not just the fire ritual you do is just one aspect of yagna, one way to do it, but the more profound yagnas are in with yourself. And so yoga as a system of yagna has to be understood. And once you understand that yoga is a system of yagna, then you know that its origin is in the Veda itself. And then the question comes, historically, how old is the Veda? That becomes the question. And we see evidence of Vedic culture as far back as several thousands of years. We see it not only in Ramayana, which is itself very old. We see it in the physical evidence we see in the Indus Saraswati civilization, which is now being dated earlier and earlier and earlier. And we are seeing that off the coast of Gujarat in Dwarka, there are submerged towns. Potentially they're human built things. We don't know exactly what they are, because nobody has put up the money to buy these archaeological submarines, which don't cost billions of dollars. I mean, they cost millions, a few millions, and we haven't had the money. Nobody has put up the money to do that kind of research. That is the kind of research which will give us the old foundations and the proof of our old foundations in a very scientific manner. Now we have people who throw money at all kind of useless things, and they are interested in starting a chair here or a chair there and get quick publicity. Why don't they take that money and invest in an archaeological submarine? This archaeological submarine, this kind of a technology is available now. These are submarines. Some of them are drone submarines. They go as a drone. You don't even need human beings, and they have, with cameras, they give you the view of what's going on under the ocean. So we should invest in archaeology. We should invest in relearning the Vedas and Sanskrit internally within our own culture, within our own methods, not giving money to the outsiders who are Sanskrit people who are studying it using their own way of thinking and then trying to interpret it and give it back to us. And that's going to be the subject of my next book. That I'm criticizing the whole fashion to fund all kind of American Sanskrit scholars who are creating a huge amount of mischief, a huge amount of confusion, and then they are using that to train Indians and bring that kind of distorted knowledge back to us. So we must change that, and that research on our texts, on language, on mantra, on archaeology will convince us, will give us a data of going back 10,000 years. We will know exactly how the system has been and how it has evolved. There is not even a good book on the history of Hinduism. There is no book on history. There may be a book on this guru. You go to Swaminarayan, they've done a great job on the Swaminarayan movement. I mean, you go to Chinmaya Mission, they have a movie and a great history on Chinmayanand, which is fantastic. I mean, you go to ISKCON, they'll tell you about the, Lord Chaitanya onwards movement. But Hinduism in total, we don't have a place like that. We don't have a single book that is reliable, that can substantiate all its claims with backup. And partly it's because the data is so scattered, the data has not been excavated. So when you ask how old is yoga, it's like asking how old is Hinduism, how old are the Vedas, and how old is the Ramayana. These are very important questions, and rather than just giving you a random number saying X, I want to tell you that we honestly don't know, but it's much older than most of us think.
Okay, thank you very much.